Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. How is everybody today? Fresh as ever?
Didi, fine. Fine, fine.
Good morning, Didi.
Good morning. Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning, Didi.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How is everybody? Fine? Happy?
Fine, fine. No
What's
problem.
the weather like? In
Yes,
here
Didi.
it's cold.
Fine.
You know, in here it's very cold. Your
Yeah.
weather is warm, isn't
This
it?
is the season. This is
Yeah.
the season. Everything get period.
Yeah. Everything. Not same
Has
everywhere.
its period. Yeah, of course.
Yes, Didi. With us, Didi, today, Dr. Osita, Brother Romanus, Brother Baji, and Sister Bhati, and then Sister
Yeah.
Nokoyo, and Brother Eta.
Ah, very,
Yes,
very good. Very good. Baba loves you all, those who are present there. Huh? Baba loves you. What he likes is
Yes.
presence of his children. He wanted to be respected. He says, when I'm here, my children should feel me, should know me,
yes,
and
Didi.
the benefit from me. Uh-huh. Whatever they need, they should get it from me. Hmm? Not begging, begging, begging. That God we did not know. The one we were been asking all the time, never got anything. Why? Why we didn't get anything? Because we didn't know. We didn't know him. We did not know get how to get to him. Being our father, is there anybody who doesn't know? Is there anybody who doesn't know God is my father? Huh? Is there anybody? Everybody knows. He is the father of our souls, whether we agree it or not. Only if we know that we are souls. If I don't know myself as a soul, how would I know the father of the soul? See, first I need to have my own introduction. And who gives the introduction to the child is the father. So father has to come, no? We call God up above there. We look for that. It means he has to come down and uplift us, bring us to his level. Then he enjoys. And we enjoy his company and he enjoy us children. Which father wouldn't like the company of his children? And he is our most beloved, long lost and now found father. It's not that he hasn't been there. He has been there since, but we did not know him. So father introduces himself to his children. Children would not know the father. How?
At all.
No. Father has to tell us that you are my children. I born you.
Yes.
Hmm?
He always call on us.
Huh? He always,
He always call on us. Call
yeah,
on us. Father calls us all the time.
yeah. Of course, how can he forget us? Every father, every parent love their children. Hmm? But does all children love their parents? Do they?
Mm.
Not really.
Not all. Not all. The one that vices has taken over, they don't love their father, their parents.
Vice is no, brother. It's the recognition. The recognition. He has to tell us who we are, what we are. We don't know. We were babies when we were born. We did not know anything. Then he has to tell us. Once he tells us, then it's our duty to give respect to the Father. Giving respect to the Father means whatever he says, do it. Now, don't use your own mind and brain that I know better than you. No, he created you, you know, so you have to give him respect. So giving him respect means in here, when Baba comes, child's duty is to be present in front of him, to say hello to the Father, say good morning to the Father. Not that he's there, well, never mind. No, respect. Huh? He's telling us the story, who we were, what we have become. So I have come to get you back there where you were. You had everything in life. There was nothing missing in your life. I gave you everything. Now you have lost it. I have come back to give you all that, what you desire, what you deserve. But it all depends now on your effort. Because you're grown up now. You're not a baby that I have to take care of you. You have to look after yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to claim the inheritance from the Father by becoming good child, obedient to the Father, loving to the Father, having respect for the Father. Right? So this is what Baba is talking about today. Very nice Murli. The Murli of today is 11th of July 2020. Morning Murli, Om Shanti, Bap Dada. Essence, sweet children, constantly have the one concern, constantly have the one and the only concern of studying well and giving yourself a tilak of sovereignty, a tilak of sovereignty. It is through this study that you receive a kingdom. Father owns it, but you have to inherit it. You have to work for it. You have to become worthy for it. See, parents have a lot of wealth, but when their children are spoiled, they don't give them. No, because they are wasting their money in pubs and clubs and gambling, doing this, all those bad things. They don't give them. So you have to desire to have all that what the Father has. Let Him give you with love, with happiness. Yes, my child, it's all yours. Where will I take you? You see, that kind of. So Baba is saying, sweet children constantly have the one concern of studying. Studying well and giving yourself a tilak of the sovereignty. It is through this study that you receive a kingdom. It is through this study that you receive a kingdom. If you want to do what you want to do, nothing there for you. Question. What should you children be enthusiastic and not disheartened about. What should you children be enthusiastic and not disheartened about? Answer. Always remain enthusiastic about becoming like Lakshmi and Narayan. That's what your father's desire is, to become someone elevated, good. Make effort for this and never become disheartened. Note it down. Make effort for it. You can do that, but never get disheartened. Hmm? The study of this is very easy. The study of this is very easy. You can study this even while living at home. Living at home. Many of you are sitting at home comfortably. There are no fees for this. There is no fees for this, no fee. But you definitely do need courage. But you definitely need courage. Courage to come to Baba. Okay, if you can't come, at least have the courage to sit at home and listen Baba's Murli. Song. You are the mother, you are the father. Om Shanti. You children, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. You children heard the praise of your father. There is praise of only one. Since there is no praise of even Brahma, who is given his body, his whole life, his wealth, his everything. But Baba is telling him, look, since there is no praise of even Brahma, Vishnu or Shankar, there cannot be any praise sung of anyone else. Om Shanti. Anyone else. Establishment is carried out through Brahma, and destruction is carried out through Shankar, and sustenance is carried out through Vishnu. It's Trinity. For God's task, He takes the support of these three deities, those who have been worshipped day and night in the temple. People are begging from them. And here, God is giving it up just like that. Only what it means is your effort. Make a little effort. Today Baba said courage. Lakshmi and Narayan were made that worthy by Shiv Baba. Only he is praised. Who is praised? Shiv Baba. Who else is there apart from him? Is there another God? How many gods are there? Only one. Bodiless. Shiv Baba. Baba says, carried out through. So Lakshmi and Narayan were made that worthy by Shiv Baba. Only he is praised. Who else is there apart from him who could be praised? If there hadn't been the teacher to make them become like that, they would not have become as they were. they would not become as they were. Then there is praise of the Sun dynasty who ruled the kingdom. Sun who ruled the kingdom. If the father hadn't come at the confluence age, they couldn't have received. If the father hasn't come at the confluence age, they couldn't have received their kingdom. There is no praise of anyone else. There is no need to praise foreigners, etc. There is praise of only the one and none other. Only the one and none other. Shiv Baba is the highest on high. It is through him that you receive a high state because he is the highest on high. It is through him that you receive a high status. See, your status is much, much higher than any person in the world. Therefore, he should be remembered very well. In order to make yourself into a king, in order to make yourself a king, you yourself have to study. Just as someone studies to become a barrister and studies by himself. If you become a barrister, who will study for you? You yourself have to study. You children know that Shiv Baba is teaching you. Those who study well will claim a high status. He is giving it away. Those who study well will claim a high status. Those who don't study cannot claim a status. You receive Shrimat in order to study. You receive Shrimat in order to study. The main thing is to become pure, for which you have to study this. You see why you are here? To study this. What? Purity. There is no purity in the world. And all the sufferings are there because of the lack of purity. Everyone is in balance. Everything is in balance. Because we lack purity. Study this. You know that everyone is tamo pradhan and impure at this time. There are good and bad human beings. You all know that. Not all are good. And not all are bad either. The Bible says there are good and bad human beings. Those who remain pure are said to be good. Are said to be good. When someone studies well and becomes an important person, listen it. When someone studies well and becomes an important person, he is praised. However, everyone is impure. Maybe he has studied well. He is praised a lot. But yet, Baba says, however, everyone is impure. Impure beings praise impure beings. Impure beings praise impure beings. In the golden age, they all are pure. No one praise anyone there. There's no need. Everyone is of that level. Everyone is pure. No one praises anyone there. Here there are pure sannyasis and impure householders. Sannyasis think they are pure, and impure householders. Therefore, those who are pure are praised. There, as are the king and queen, so is the subject. There is no other religion of which it could be said pure and impure. There is no other religion of, of which it could be said pure and impure. Here, some people even continue to sing praise of householder. There is extreme darkness in the world. There is extreme darkness in the world. You children now understand this. See, darkness in that world. You come from there to here. So Baba says, now you children now understand this. Therefore, you children should be concerned about studying and making yourselves into kings. Those who make effort well will claim a tilak of sovereignty, become a sovereign. You children should remain enthusiastic about becoming like Lakshmi and Narayan. Chance is there. He's giving it away. Not only that, he's teaching us for that, to become that. There is no need to become confused about this. You should make effort and not become disheartened. This study is such that you can even study while lying in bed. There you are. How easy he has made for us. If you can't get up, walk around, go to the center. Okay, lie in bed, yet study. Study. You have to do with the brain. You can also study while living abroad. You can study at home. It is such an easy study. How easy Baba has made this study. It's such an easy study. Make effort to cut away your sins. You're not doing any favor to Baba or to anyone. Baba says, make effort to cut away your sins and also explain to others. You can explain to those of other religions too. You can't tell anyone you are a soul, not anything else, just you are a soul, because everyone has a soul within it. If you're living, the soul is there. And every soul is the child of one Father, one God. Everyone's original religion of souls is the same. Is the same. There cannot be any difference in that. What every soul wants. Happiness. Better life. Comfort. It is because of bodies that there are innumerable religions. But souls are the same. Innumerable religions, but the souls are the same. They are all the children of the Father. There is only one Father. They all are the children of the Father. Baba has adopted you souls. You're more beloved to those than those. Those who don't know God, don't belong to Him, they don't know. Baba has adopted you souls. This is why mouth-born creation of Brahma is remembered. This is why mouth-born creation of Brahma is remembered. You can explain to anyone who the Father of souls is. Very easy. You can explain to anyone who is the Father of the souls is. Of souls is the form the form that you make them fill, form, ordinary form. The form that you make them fill fill in has great meaning, because there's so many things I've written to make yourself understand who you are, what you are filling in that form. You need to know the form that you make them fill in has great meaning. There definitely is the Father whom everyone remembers. Souls remember their Father. Nowadays in Bharat, they call anyone Father. They even call the local mayor Father. The local mayor of the country, Father. However, no one knows who the Father of soul is. Baba says, however, no one knows who the Father of souls is. They sing, you are the mother and father. They sing, you are the mother and father. But no one knows who he is or what he is like. What he is like. It is only in Bharat that you call him the mother and father. Only in Bharat. So Mata Pita, the mother and father. The Father himself comes here and creates you. Who are you? The Father comes here and creates you, mouth-born children. You are not born through womb, mouth-born children. Bharat is called the mother country because it is here that Shiv Baba plays the part of the mother and father. He is the mother and father. It is here that God is remembered as the mother and father. Abroad, they only call him God the Father, 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 Father. So Baba says, abroad, they only call him God the Father, but there also has to be a mother through whom he can adopt children. Where the children will come from? A man adopts a wife. Now listen. A man adopts a wife and then creates children with her. A creation is created. A creation is created. Here too, the Father, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul enters this one and adopts him. Although it's him, but he acts as a mother. Brahma Ma. So Baba says, here too, the Father, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul enters this one and adopts him. Children are created, and this is why he is called the mother and father. How God can be called the mother and the father if he's not playing the role of a mother? He does not become mother. He plays the role of a mother through Brahma. He adopts us through Brahma, no? So Brahma becomes a mother. He is the father of souls, and he then comes here and creates the creation. You become his children here, and this is why you call him the father and mother. Since you are here, you have been adopted through Brahma by Shiva, the father. That's why you call him the mother and the father. That is your sweet home where all souls reside, from where the father comes and adopts the mother here in our place, where we are. No one but the father can take you back there. No one but the father can take you back there, back home. Ask anyone you meet, do you want to go back to your sweet home? Home is always sweet, wherever you go in the world. Huh? They say, huh? East or west, home is the best. So that's why that is our home. We are working, we are becoming, making ourselves worthy to go with the Father. That is your sweet home where all souls reside. No one but the Father can take you back there. No one apart from Father, but the Father can take you back there. Ask anyone you meet. Ask anyone you meet. Try. There is no harm in asking. See what they say. Ask anyone you meet, do you want to go back to your sweet home? See what they say. They'll get confused. What are you asking? What question are you asking? What sweet home means? In that case, you definitely do have to become pure. You are impure now. This is the iron-aged Tamo Pradhan world. You now have to go back home. You now have to go back home because this is Tamo Pradhan, degraded world, not worth even for living. You are impure now. This is the iron-aged Tamo Pradhan world. You now have to go back home. It's time to return home. Everyone goes to work in the morning. In the evening, they return home. Or you go anywhere in the world, then you come back home. Iron-aged souls cannot return home. There you are. They are souls. But if they are not pure, they are iron-aged souls, cannot return home. Souls are pure when they reside in the sweet home. Simple as that. Only souls reside there when they are pure. The Father now explains, it is only by having remembrance of the Father that your sins will be absorbed. Only by remembering the Father, your sins will be absorbed. Don't remember bodily beings. They'll bring you down again. What are you doing? Why you go there? What is there? Huh? So don't remember bodily beings. The more you remember the Father, the purer you will become. And you will also claim a high status. And that too, you also will claim a high status number-wise. Not everyone will become equal to each other. No. You have to claim. It is very easy to explain the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan to anyone. It used to be their kingdom in Bharat. They were there. We are not saying something which is not in existence. We are ignorant about it. But the pictures are there. Who they are, nobody knows. When they ruled their kingdom, when Lakshmi and Narayan ruled their kingdom, there was peace in the world. Why we are looking for peace? Because we have lost it. Only the Father can bring about peace in the world. No one else has the power to do that. It's only the Father can bring about the peace in the world. No one else has the power to do that because nobody is peaceful in here. The Father is now teaching us Raja Yoga for the new world. He is telling you how we can become kings of kings. He is telling you how we can become kings of kings. Only the Father is the knowledgeful one. But no one knows what knowledge he has. He is the only one who is the knowledgeful one. But no one knows what knowledge he has. Only the unlimited Father tells you the history and geography of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. Even these fathers of the churches or anyone, they don't know this thing. He is the one who tells, and the unlimited Father tells you the history and geography of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. Human beings sometimes say that God is omnipresent. Huh? He's in you, in me, in everyone. Animal, bird, pebble, stone, you name it. Human beings sometimes say that God is omnipresent and sometimes say that he knows what is in everyone. And he knows what is in everyone. In that case, they shouldn't call themselves God. Because the knowledge of the God is only owned by God. That is a particular soul. The Father sits there and explains all of these things. So what we have to do? He is explaining all of these things. Imbibe all of this very well and stay cheerful that you have known so much. Nobody has this much knowledge. You are the knower of the three aspects of time: past, present, future. Nobody knows the future. Past, maybe some memories are there because you've been through. The future, nobody knows. So Baba says, in that case, they shouldn't call themselves God. The Father sits there and explains all these things. Imbibe all of this very well and stay cheerful. The pictures of Lakshmi and Narayan always portray them with cheerful faces. Is your face is cheerful all day, every moment, every time? Are you cheerful? Or your face is sulking, sometimes high, sometimes low, sometimes happy, sometimes crying, moaning, groaning. So Baba says, huh? The pictures of Lakshmi and Narayan always portray them with cheerful faces. In schools, those who go on to study in the higher classes remain very cheerful. I'm going to become so and so tomorrow. Higher class. They very well know what they are becoming tomorrow, why they are studying this. Others would also understand that they are going to pass a very important examination. This too is a very elevated study. This too is a very elevated study. There is no need for fees, etc. Going to pass a very important examination. No fees, etc. here. There is just a need. What did Baba say on the top? He has said what he said. What you need here. There is just the need for courage. Consider yourself to be souls and remember the Father. It is in this that Maya causes obstacle. The Father says, children, become pure. The Father says, children, please become pure. Some promise this to the Father and then dirty their faces. Maya is very powerful. Baba is saying Maya is powerful. Can you imagine? But we don't have to get disheartened. Maya is under my foot. That's how I see Maya. Under my foot. What Maya is? My weakness, my bad doing, my sin, my behavior. That's Maya. Maya is very powerful. When they fail, their names are not remembered. Those who fail, their names are not remembered. Of others, it would be said, so and so has been continuing to make very good progress from the beginning, the day he has come. That so and so. Of others, it would be said, so and so has been continuing to make very good progress from the beginning, the day he has walked in. They are praised. The Father says, make effort for yourself and claim a kingdom. Don't just sit and praise them, praise others. No, make effort for yourself and claim a kingdom. Why can't you do it? If that can do it, why can't you do it? So and so can do it, why can't you do it? It's an effort. Make effort for yourself and claim a kingdom. You have to claim a high status through this study, through this very study. You can claim a high status. Without study, you are no one, you are nowhere. Even in that world, you are nowhere. You can't even get a job without study. This is Raja Yoga, not not Praja Yoga, the yoga of the subject, that you can become subject. It's okay. Baba says this is Raja Yoga, to become a king, not Praja Yoga, yoga to become a subject. No. However, subjects also have to be created, and Baba has to allow, because if you're not making effort, what will you do? What will you say? He can't push you. He cannot force you. He cannot do it for you. You have to do it. So, however, subject also have to be created. You can tell from the faces. Look what Baba sees from the children's faces. He study the faces. He's there in the class every day. Whether you are there or not, he knows. You see? So Baba is saying you can tell from the faces of some and from the service they do. From the faces of some and the service they do, what they are worthy of becoming. From their from the behavior of a student at home, you can understand whether he is going to claim the first number or the third number. At home even, Baba says, at home you can understand whether he or she is going to claim the first number or the third number. It is the same here. At the end, when examinations are over, you will have visions of everything what you did. So Baba says, at the end, when the examinations are over, you will have visions of everything. It doesn't take long to have a vision. You will then be ashamed that you failed. You see, the person who failed, his face be hiding. Can't face it. You see, everyone is flourishing, smiling, laughing, jumping because they passed in flying color. But the ones who have failed, hiding themselves. Tears are coming from the eyes. You will then be ashamed that you failed. Who would love those who fail? Nobody will look at them. Baba says, who would love those who fail? People become very happy when they watch movies. People become very happy when they watch movies. But the Father says, films are number one in making you dirty. Films are number one. To making number one. Films are number one in making you dirty. Generally, those who go to the movies fail and then fall. These days, the people's mentality is not good. They're vicious. They're showing all those things which is not just to make people happy. It's the one, those who don't understand God, don't understand themselves, who they are, what they are. It's meant for them, not the one who are Baba's children. They cannot go and see the movie. They're dirty. So Baba says, females who can't get to sleep. No, sorry. Those who go to the movies fail and then fall. Who fails? The one who go to the movies and waste their time and energy. They are the ones who fall. There are even some females who can't get to sleep without watching a movie. I hope none of you are like that. Can't even sleep without watching a movie. Those who watch movies would definitely make effort to become impure. These days, I tell you, you don't have to go to the movies. Huh? Just open your phone. See how much dirt is there. How much. Non-stop. You want to get rid of it, it doesn't go. Far too much than movies. So many of advertisements. Everything that happens are now everything that people think is for their happiness. Huh? Watching movies and all those bad things, which are displayed. People are happy for watching those movies. People think is for their happiness. Really only causes them sorrow. Baba is telling the truth because God is truth, cannot lie. By watching those movies and things like that, you think you can remain pure? You can do good? No. It's waste of time and energy as well. Because when you become Babas, you have no time. You rather be running around and do service. Only from the eternal Father can you receive imperishable happiness. That happiness is perishable. Watching the movies and all those dirty films and all those films and all that. Only from the eternal Father can you receive imperishable happiness. You understand that Baba is making you become like Lakshmi and Narayan. Those who have been decorated beautifully, and look at the temples, big, big temples, and people are rushing in to worship them. If you want to become something, become like that. Valuable. How many blessings they are giving to people, day and night, because they are blessed souls. Previously, you used to write about 21 births. Previously, Baba says, you used to write for 21 births. Come and claim the inheritance from the Father for 21 births. Right? Now, Baba speaks of not only 21 births, 50 to 60 births. You are claiming for 50 to 60 births. How? Because even in the copper age, you still remain very wealthy and happy at first. In the beginning of copper age, you still be very wealthy and happy. It's not only going to last up to silver age, even in copper age. Even though you become impure, you still have a lot of wealth. In copper age, even though Baba says you're falling down, you have become impure, but still you have a lot of wealth. It is when you become completely tamo pradhan, degraded, completely tamo pradhan, that your sorrow begins. At first, you remain happy, even in copper. It is when you become very unhappy that the Father comes. The uplifts, he uplifts even great sinners like a Jamil, the most degraded person. He uplifts even great sinners like a Jamil, The Father says, I will take everyone back to the land of liberation. Whether you're good or you're bad, everyone has to return. But the one who does bad, you know what happens? They get punishment. Even in here, those who do bad, they're sitting in jail, beaten up. He uplifts even great sinners like a Jamil. The Father says, I will take everyone back to the land of liberation. I will then give you the kingdom of the golden age. I will take you to the land of liberation as well as give you the kingdom of golden age. Everyone is benefited. Everyone is benefited there. I take everyone to their destination of peace and happiness. See how hard work the Father does for all of us. Is there any peace and happiness out there? Go and see. Ask yourself. Put a hand on your heart. How happy and peaceful you are. That's the only way to find out what you're supposed to be doing. Huh? So Baba says, I take everyone to their destination of peace and happiness. Everyone in the golden age has happiness. Everyone in golden age has happiness. Guaranteed. Because you're earning here. You're forming the sanskaras of happiness. You go out and give few words of Baba's knowledge to someone, see how happy you feel. You're jumping, you're bubbling. Because people have not known about this knowledge. And when they understand, how happy they become. Ask yourself, were you like that before? Even in the land of peace, everyone is happy. People ask for peace in the world. People ask for peace. It's very easy to ask for it. Why there is no peace in the world? What God is doing? Tell them, when it was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, there used to be peace in the world. There can be no sorrow there, neither sorrow nor peacelessness. In the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, there was neither sorrow nor peacelessness. Here, there is peacelessness in every home. Go and find out. There is peacelessness in every home. There is carelessness in every country. Oh, sorry. There is peacelessness in every country. Doesn't mean if you go away from here and somewhere else, you'll be better off. No. Your traits goes with you. You travel with your character, with your behavior. There is peacelessness throughout the world, whole world. It has all been broken up into so many pieces. That piece have been broken up into so many pieces. There are so many fractions. There are so many fractions. There is a different language every 100 miles. They say that the ancient language of Bharat is Sanskrit, but no one even knows about the original eternal deity religion. Therefore, how can they say that that is the ancient language? Sanskrit, they think, is the ancient language of Bharat. Do they know? You can tell them, when the original eternal deity religion existed, it is number wise amongst you too. They said it was there when that deity religion existed. It is number wise amongst you too. Some are dull heads. It can be seen when someone has a stone intellect. Dull head, and Baba says it can be seen when someone has a stone intellect. Nothing sinks in. On the path of ignorance, they say, Dear God, open the lock of on this one's intellect. On the path of devotion, they keep asking, out of ignorance for others. Please God, dear God, open the lock of this one's intellect. Is the lock is open of my intellect? Do I need to say like that? If my lock is open, nothing should bother me. Nothing. There's an understanding. Everyone has a part to play. Not everyone can be the same. No two people are alike. It's an understanding. So, dear God, open the lock of this one's intellect. The Father gives all of you children the enlightenment of knowledge through which the locks open. See the Father? He's the Father of all. Father gives all of you children the enlightenment of knowledge through which the locks open automatically, naturally. However, even then, the intellects of some do not open at all. You say, Baba, you are the intellect of the wise. You say it, Baba, you are the intellect of the wise. Please open the lock of my husband's intellect, not anyone else. My husband's intellect, because it's troubling me a lot. The Father says, that is not why I have come. You have to help yourself. I won't sit here and open the lock on each one's intellect. In that case, everyone's intellect would open and everyone would become an emperor or empress. Everyone will become emperor or empress. How could I open the lock on everyone's intellect? Just think about it. How can you do that? How could I open their locks if they are not going to go to the golden age? If everyone will go to the golden age, what golden age will become? Worse than iron age. Worse than today. Why this one is like this? Why I'm not like that? You're supposed to make effort, no? An effort has to be done at the right time. There is a time for study. If your age for study is gone, you cannot do study. Not possible. Nothing will sit in the intellect. According to the drama, his intellect will open at the right time. There is a right time for everyone's intellect to be opened. How could I open it? It also depends on the drama. If a drama means what? Not everyone can pass fully. It is number wise in a school. This too is a study. Also depends on the drama. This too is a study. Subjects also have to be created. If the emperors are created, then subjects has to be created as well. Not everybody will become an emperor. Emperor on who? Emperor of who? Subject. If everyone's lock were to be opened, where would the subjects come from? If everyone's lock is to be opened, where would the subjects come from? And everybody will become a ruler, a king, an emperor. That is not the rule. Understand this point. That is not the rule. You children have to make effort. You get what you deserve. Children have to make an effort. You can tell from each one's effort. Those who study well are invited everywhere. Why so and so is invited, not me? There must be a reason. Ask yourself. Baba knows who are doing service well. If you don't know, Baba knows. Baba can tell. Baba knows who are doing service well. You children have to study very well. You children have to study very well. After you study well, I take you home and then send you to heaven. That's all. After you study well, I take you home and then send you to heaven. Don't you want this? Shouldn't it be like this? Otherwise, the punishment is very severe and the status is also destroyed. If you don't study well, the punishment is very severe and the status is also destroyed. A student should glorify his teacher. Who is the teacher? Highest on high is not the ordinary school teacher. Highest on high, God the Father, teacher, and the bestower of liberation. A student should glorify his teacher. When you were in the golden age, you had divine intellects. When you were in golden age, you had divine intellects. It is now the iron age, and so how could anyone have a golden aged intellect? Think about it. It is now the iron age, and so how could anyone have a golden aged intellect? When it's day, it's for everyone. The day is for everyone. When it's night, the night for everyone. You know, it works like that. So Baba says, when you were in the golden age, you had divine intellect. It is now the iron age. So how could anyone have a golden aged intellect in the iron age? There was peace in the world when there was one kingdom and one religion. He is giving you the secret of peace and happiness. When there is one kingdom and one religion. And that's what we are working for, to establish that. You can even print in the papers that when it was their kingdom in Bharat, there was peace in the world. Baba is saying you can make it clear to the people that there was you can even print in the papers that when it was their kingdom in Bharat, their whose? Lakshmi and Narayan. The kingdom in Bharat, there was peace in the world. Eventually, everyone will definitely understand this. Eventually, everyone will understand this. The names of you children will be glorified. The names of you children will be glorified. In other studies, people study so many books, etc. Here, you don't have anything like that. Do you ever pick up a book and study? Only Murli. Whatever Baba speaks orally, just go through it. Within no time, you will be revived. Revived. Is everybody hearing the Murli properly? Is everybody
Yes,
awake?
Didi.
Is everybody awake?
Yes,
Yes.
mommy.
Nobody is
Yes.
dozing off.
No, no, Didi. Didi,
It's a
today,
pity I can't see you. It's a
brother
pity I can't see
Samuel,
you.
sorry, brother Lawrence, first time joining today.
Oh, really? Welcome, welcome, brother. I'm happy to welcome you. So please be very fresh and listen carefully. The way I'm reading the Murli is wonderfully, wonderful. Everything I'm explaining. Baba says the names of you children will be glorified. Wait small. Wait small. You're already getting a name of fame from the people. If you're displaying Baba's quality, if you're doing Baba's service, you are in great demand. People want to teach you something. In other studies, people study so many books, etc. Look, how many children, small children carrying so many books in their bag. Huh? So Baba says, huh? in study is very easy. This study is very easy. But even good Maharathis fail in remembrance. Here you don't have anything like that. This study is very easy, but even good Maharathis, great souls, fail in remembrance. Remembrance is the most important subject of this study. If you remember Baba, you will not forget the Murli. What he's telling you, you will not forget. You will not go against his wish. Whatever he is studying you is going in, sinking, because it's all good and it's making you happy. And that's what you want. Why you're here?
Nobody sending mouth. I am the only one.
That's what we want. And he's giving it away. He's the highest on high. He's not only telling us to do the study, he's giving us the power as well. Telling us the method how to study, how to remember him, how to be with him, how to do service. So Baba says, now this study is very easy, but even good Maharathis, because Baba sees everyone. He's not only teaching. He looks at the students as well, how much interest they are taking, and how much the proof they are giving of this study. Very important. Maharathis, so Baba says, remember, this study is very easy, but even good Maharathis fall in remembrance. When there isn't the power of remembrance, now listen what remembrance does. When there isn't the power of remembrance, the sword of knowledge doesn't work. It's not sharp enough to cut the sins and the impurities of all around you. You are the one going this way, all are going that way. How much crowd you are facing? Hmm? Cut your way, to cut your path. Sword of knowledge doesn't work. It is when you have a great deal of remembrance that there can be that power. See, he told you the secret. It is great. It is when you have a great deal of remembrance that there can be that power within you. Nobody can play around with you. Nobody can mess you. Although someone may be in bondage, if he or she continues to remember Baba, there is a lot of benefit. Guaranteed, all your bondage will be cut, finished. Hmm? If he or she continues to remember Baba, it's very important. There is a lot of benefit. Some have never even been seen Baba, and yet they leave their bodies in remembrance of Baba. There are many Baba's children have never had the time to see Baba or meet Baba. Some have never even seen Baba, and yet they leave their bodies in remembrance of Baba. Therefore, because they had so much remembrance of Baba, what will you remember in the end when you die? Whatever your lifestyle has been, what you did all your life, all your goodies and bad, all the sins and goodnesses will come in front of you. Without fail. And that time, you won't be able to do nothing. So Baba says, therefore, because they had so much remembrance of Baba, they claim a very good state. They shed tears of love in remembrance of the Father. So much of love. Those tears become pearls of Baba's eyes. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now
Acha.
found children. Sweetest,
Yes, Didi,
beloved,
please. Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children and speak everybody. And the spiritual
We
children
spiritual children says namaste and good morning to the spiritual father.
to the sweet spirit father, Baba. Yes, very good. Now, essence for dharna. In order to claim what she is doing, essence for dharna, in order to claim a high status. Now, Baba is giving it away. He's giving you the chance. Is it on? Yes? In order to claim a high status, make effort on yourself. Forget about looking at others. What they are doing, let them do. It's their life. I mustn't interfere. If I can't do good, don't do bad either. If you want to do good. So in order to claim a high status, make effort on yourself. Study this study. Study this study. And give yourself a a tilak of sovereignty. Give yourself a tilak of sovereignty. Imbibe this knowledge very well and remain constantly. What did Baba say today? Imbibe this knowledge very well and remain constantly cheerful. Baba used this word few times today. Remain cheerful.
जी.
Number 2, fill the sword of knowledge with the power of remembrance. Fill the sword of knowledge with the power of remembrance. Baba has emphasized a lot on remembrance today. Cut away all bondage. Cut away all bondage with remembrance. Never watch dirty movies. Does anybody watch that? Should I ask or shouldn't? Or is understood? Nobody does. Cannot do it. So Baba says, cut away all bondage with remembrance. Never watch dirty movies or make your thoughts impure. Make your thoughts impure. Blessing. May you be in an unlimited stage of retirement and engage in staying in solitude and engaged in staying in solitude and remember. May you be an unlimited stage. May you be in an unlimited stage of retirement and engaged in staying in solitude and remember. According to the present time, all of you are close to the stage of retirement. You see, when I came here, I was very young. Now look at my hair. Old, all white. Body is old. According to the present time, all of you are close to the stage of retirement. Those who are in the stage of retirement do not play childhood games. That's what you want to say. If you are in that elderly stage, retirement, long in knowledge, advance in knowledge, Baba says, do not play childhood games. They remain constantly in solitude and remember. That should be your lifestyle. Remain in solitude and remember. All of you who are in an unlimited stage of retirement, stay constantly in the depths of one. Go into the deep of one, depth of one. Think about Baba and what you have to do. Do it now. If not now, never. So, hurry up. So Baba is saying, all of you who are in an unlimited stage of retirement, stay constantly in the depth of one. That is, you stay constantly in solitude. Together with that, you must continue to remember the one and become embodiments of remembrance. Your remembrance can do lots of things. You don't have to speak too much. Your stage will speak. Bap Dada's pure hope for all the children. Bap Dada's pure hope for all the children is that the children and the father now become equal. Every father has a hope for his children. that they should become equal to the Father, at least, if not anything more. Hmm? Become equal. Always stay merged in remembrance. To be equal is to become merged. To be equal to the Father is to become merged. This is a sign of the stage of being in retirement. Have you seen the picture of Brahma Baba? How lost he is, sitting there, eyes open, deep in Baba's remembrance. We all focus on him to become like him. He's an example and sample in front of us. Always stay merged in remembrance. To be equal is to become merged. This is a sign of the stage of being in retirement. No other interest in the world. Going to see movies, to this, to that. Even I can tell you, if you are useful to Baba, he will provide you everything. You know how many people are staying in Baba's house at centers? What do they have? Only centers work, service. That's all. Anybody comes, you serve them. Any work is there, you do that. They don't have to think of earning the money and cooking for themselves and doing this and doing that. But you have to make yourself worthy for that. Then Baba will take care. Hmm? You know, in here now, at this moment, I'm reading 4 Murlis a day. 4 Murlis on Zoom. You see? Nothing else to do. It's making me pass my time wonderfully. I'm so happy. My sister is asking, don't you get tired? I said, never. No. It's giving me more power, more strength. Because I'm repeating the same things again and again. I'm going to read this Murli to how many today? Please memorize.
Good morning.
Right? So to be equal is to become merged. This is a sign of the stage of being in retirement. Slogan. Take one step of courage. That's what I told you just now. Take one step of courage. The Father will take 1,000 steps of help. You don't have to go and beg people and ask for it and look for it. No, make yourself useful. Take one step of courage. You need courage for that. And the Father will take 1,000 steps of help. Try it. Try it. Okay? Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti
Om
Didi.
Oh,
Shanti.
Shanti Didi, you have spoken enough.
Huh?
You have spoken enough. You have given a real lecture of Baba's knowledge.
It's my pleasure, brother. I love to do it. How many
Yes.
are still waiting for the day?
We appreciate. We appreciate.
I like. I like.
Oh,
Thank
Shanti.
you,
Only.
Didi. Please, brother, everyone share the points and you can on your video for 2 minutes. Dr. Osita, brother Lawrence, first time, you're welcome. Brother Romanus and brother Bazi and sister Bazi. Yes.
We
Very
cannot
good.
see the name of Brother Lawrence. We can't see his name.
His mobile number is written there.
It's not there.
Brother Lawrence, you can on your video.
It's coded. The same thing Galaxy J7 Neo. Nobody should be here with a hidden name. Intel A56. Why?
Yeah, you can, when you, brother Lawrence, when you type, they ask your name, you can write down that time, the name, next time. Okay. Thank you. Please
Shanti.
share the
Om
point.
Shanti, Om Shanti, Om
Didi,
Shanti.
brother Lawrence now here.
Ah,
Yeah.
welcome, welcome. I can see you. Welcome.
Om
Very nice.
Shanti.
Yes,
Om
very,
Shanti.
very nice, beloved child of Baba. I've known you
Om
for
Shanti.
long.
Speak a point. Brother Lawrence, you can speak a point.
Most regular.
Om Shanti. Good morning.
I know that much.
Yes.
When I was there, I have seen you all the time in the class.
Regular and punctual.
Punctual.
6:30 on dot.
There you are. You see?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a
Om
few
Shanti.
minutes of silence. And
Okay.
then you can revise, repeat your things you have picked up from today's movie. Just one point quickly, right?
Om Shanti Devi.
Om Shanti. Right. Now quickly revise. Tell one point of yours which you liked out of that 3 pages of Murli, which you liked, and you're going to follow it. Not what Baba said this and Baba said that and Baba said that. Don't need to know. What you liked out of the whole Murli. Just mention that, please. Huh? It will be good to know. Huh?
What
That
you have, what
uh,
I learned today's Murli
yes.
a lot because Baba we have been hearing, Baba have been warning us about the study of his knowledge. And if you don't study the knowledge, you cannot imbibe in Baba's knowledge and you cannot gain anything without studying.
Very good. Very good.
We
And
should
then
one effort so that we can imbibe in the knowledge. That is the keynote
mhm.
of being with Baba.
So once you become the embodiment after imbibing, what you have to do? Share. Don't keep it to yourself. Tell everybody what you have gained out of this, how good you have become, what you were and what you are now. Tell everybody. Good. Now, who else?
Yes. Sister Nokoyo, Didi.
Nakoyo.
Yes, Sister Nokoyo.
They say God is omnipresent. If they say God is omnipresent, means that nobody will looking for God. Nobody will go to church. Nobody will go to guru. No sorrow. Everybody will be happy.
So what you have to do?
Everybody all now we call Baba, come and help us. But we are still say God is omnipresent. Baba said it's wrong to say that. God is not everywhere.
So what you have to do, become the proof of his knowledge so that they get attracted to come to you and ask how you are so beautiful, how you are so happy and light. Then you tell them the reason for it, that God is here. He is not omnipresent. He is your beloved Father.
Baba say, even though you are sick,
right?
Even you are sick, don't forget to study.
Certain.
Be in
Very
Baba's study.
Very good.
Don't give excuse because I'm not feeling fine. That is why I cannot study.
Okay. Very good.
Om Shanti.
Never be absent.
Yes, Didi.
Even if you are not
Yes.
well, sit in bed and read and study or listen.
Yes, Didi. Anybody else, brother Brother Lawrence, first time you are coming, you should speak first. Brother Lawrence, is mute. You can do unmute yourself. Left side down, there is a mute button. You press there. We can't hear you, Brother Lawrence. We cannot hear you.
Unmute.
Brother Lawrence, we cannot hear you. Oh, Baba. Sister Basi, you can speak, please.
Om Shanti.
Om
Om Shanti.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Well, amongst the so many points Baba has given us, the one that really touched me is in our unique birth. You know, the new creation. We are Baba's new creation, and Baba has told us how he has come and adopted us. You know, our pure birth, and so we are so unique. That's why Brahmins are always so happy, cheerful, light, because of our uniqueness, because we know that we are unique children of God. So Baba told us that he came from the pure world and came into this impure world, you know, took the body of Brahma and then gave us, and then through adopted Brahma Baba, and then create us. So you can see that in that creation, there's no death, there's no filth, it's all pure, clean. Because Baba is a male figure, Brahma Baba is a male figure, and yet we are created. So our birth is so unique. Our birth is so unique.
It's pure birth.
Yes.
Through knowledge, through understanding of the self.
Yes.
And that understanding we have to imbibe and pass it to others.
To others,
now,
yes.
Om Shanti. Everybody, think of service, service, service. That is the proof what you have learned.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Lawrence.
Class has to
Mama says,
has to increase now. When I come, I want to see the hall full with Nigerian brothers and sisters. Yes, brother.
Okay, Baba says
Brother
today that.
After Lawrence, Brother Baji, you can share your points, please. Okay. Yes.
Baba says that we should have a constant concern about this study to give ourselves a tilak of sovereignty.
Yes.
And then we should always remain about becoming like Lakshmi and Narayana. That's our aim. And we should make efforts never to become disheartened.
Yeah, that's true. You have got a very high aim. So you have said you have to make effort. So you will do that, won't you? Okay?
Okay, it's all right.
Right.
Thank Baba.
Very good. Welcome, welcome. Chalo, aage chalo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Baji, please continue.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Brother Bazi.
Baba says, thank you, sister. Om Shanti, Didi.
Yes.
Baba says, do not remember anyone except me. And such remembrance will make you pure and you claim a very high status. Study is an income that gives you elevated status. Om Shanti.
Wonderful.
Om Shanti.
That Baba has said, study well. Today he emphasized that do not go to see the bad films and things like that and waste your time. That will spoil your status. If you want to become pure and you want to become Lakshmi and Narayan, so keep up to the standard. Purity is a must. So we should not waste time in here and
Yes, Dr. Ishita, please share your point.
Shanti.
Yes,
Om
Shanti.
Thank you very much, Sister Gigi, for a wonderful Murli.
Thank you.
I know now that as I become Baba's child,
Yeah.
I don't have time for anything else but to do service. Shanti.
Thank you. Very
Oh,
good. You have to work. You have to go fast now. You have come late and you have to move fast. Come first.
yes.
Okay.
Baba says, be cheerful always, and constantly remember. One concern should be there, that continuously we should remember Baba. Baba says, for service, ask, do you want to go home? If they say yes, if you want to go to home, before you go to home, you have to become pure. Otherwise, no way you can't go.
Very good.
Om Shanti.
But you don't say otherwise there is no way, but teach them how to be pure, how to go to that world. What
Yes.
effort do they have to make? You have to teach them, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Didi. Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, Shanti Didi. We will close. Time is going. So now 10 seconds. Take drishti from Didi. Then we can close. Thank you for joining all Baba's child.
Om Shanti. Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti.
Have a good day. Have a good day. Baba,
Good day.
Baba has said a lot of things. Keep them in mind. Think about it and
Yes.
share with others.
Yes, yes.
Om Shanti, Mama.
Thank you.
Om
Thank you.
Shanti.
Shanti.
Thank you,
Okay,
Baba.
see you
Thank you,
tomorrow.
all of you.
See you
Thank you.
tomorrow, Dr. Isita, Brother Lawrence, and
Mm.
Brother Romanus.
Mm.
See you tomorrow and others also. Thank you. Bye bye. Didi. Okay,
Anji.
Didi. Thank you, Didi.
Okay.
Om Shanti.